Morning. Okay, so things look a little different in my life today just because of the schedule that I have going on today. So, Jesus' time is a little behind. But I'm glad that I get to do it. So, this morning I am not in the basement, so that's pretty cool. I'm in my actual room. Good morning, Carol. Anyway, okay. You don't need to know all that. If you want to see the other Jesus Time videos, you can hit my YouTube. My link for that is in the bio. If you want to listen to my podcast, my link for that is in the bio as well. If you see anything or hear anything that is valuable to you, any person that creates content or any person that does live videos or puts stuff on their social media for you, for us. And you find value in it, please take the time to comment, like, share, whatever that is. Like if it's on YouTube, subscribe. If it's a podcast, rate and review it. That helps the interwebs know that you find it valuable. Share it with your friends. They might find it valuable too. And you can share a lot about Jesus, even if you don't want to get on and do stuff like this, even if you don't want to share your faith right now. You can do those things just by sharing these kinds of videos with other people of people who are on that path and maybe just further along in the sharing process than you. And so I just want to say something about that, okay? A lot of times as people who believe in Jesus, and I want to say the word Christians, but a lot of people get a bad taste from the word Christians because of how some people try to skew Christianity to their own gains. If I'm saying that right, maybe to their own. Oh shoot, what is the word I'm looking for? Father, I need some help here. Anyway, they just skew it. So I say people who believe in Jesus, because that's what we are. We believe that Jesus came here. He died for us. He died for our sins. He loves us. He loves us no matter what. You know, he is the Almighty. He is amazing. Okay. And so we believe in Jesus, and we talk about being on fire for Christ and sharing our faith. And if you are somebody who is afraid to share your faith, you're going to always hear me to tell you to follow that kind of fear, because that kind of fear is keeping you from your success of walking your path with God, okay? That's what your success looks like, being able to walk your path with Jesus. And if sharing Jesus is hard for you and you are fearful of that right now, that's okay. Here's what I would tell you. When you share videos or podcasts or posts about Jesus, even though you are not speaking the words, you are sharing something that finds value to you. So you are taking steps and sharing your faith. And sometimes baby steps is what we need to conquer our fears. And so take heart and know that if you're watching this kind of video and you're like, man, I really want to be able to do that, I'm just scared right now. Take heart and know that when you share, when you like, when you follow, when you comment, when you review, when whatever you do, you are sharing the content that is valuable to you about Jesus with other people. And that is a big deal. And you will conquer the fear of getting out there. Now, I will tell you the way to conquer the fear, because I had the same, is to just do it. Just take the action. Even if in the beginning you have to borrow other people's courage for yourself, that's fine. Borrow that. People like me, if you want to borrow some of my courage to get out there and just start doing it, just start sharing your faith, just start sharing with people, then just do that. Okay? Okay. So, just know that. Be encouraged. If you are afraid to share other people's stuff. That will help in the beginning. And then when you feel like you're ready to just jump on the wagon and do it, just hit the button, okay? So I'm not downstairs able to read my Psalms today, But I had a friend who got me these beautiful cards, and they always have a verse on them that is just amazing. And today really rings true with me, this verse, okay? Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. 1 Corinthians 13, verses 4 through 6. Look, guys, love is work. I just want to talk about this. Love is patient. Do you know how hard it is to be patient? I probably prayed for patience more in my lifetime as a young adult than I ever thought I would, and now I have 5 children. God does not give you patience just like, oh, there's some. No, he does not do that. He gives you what's the word I'm looking for? He gives you the trials. He gives you the things in your life that are going to help you learn to be patient. And you have to do it. You can't, God does not look at you and say, okay, you're patient now. Here's some more patience. No, he gives you 5 boys that run around and lose their minds and talk a lot and talk over each other so that you can learn to be patient with them. So that you can learn, teach yourself through them patience. And I'm going to tell you, it's hard, okay? Patience is hard. And I am very sure that I do not succeed at it sometimes any during the day. Sometimes I see myself and I'm like, yay, that was patient. Good job. And then sometimes I'm like, Kristen, you could have done so much better. But he gives us the tools that we need to learn the skill that we desire. He qualifies the called. He doesn't call the qualified. Now, when I heard that the first time, I was like, oh my gosh. You know, when I first started doing these videos, I was like, I am not qualified for this. Like, I am not a preacher. I am not a pastor. I am not anybody who has done any work in theology, who has done any studying, who has done anything in that field. How can I do these videos and be any kind of expert or uplifting person to anybody? And what I have found, is that God has led me into it. And I'm not saying that I'm super qualified for this, but he just called me to do it. And I just said yes. And he gives me the skills. That's the same thing that happened in my network marketing career, to be honest. He called me to do it. I finally said yes after a lot of back and forth. And then he helped me to develop the skills to do it. Literally, no lie. Same with my elderberry business. He called me to do it. I said yes. He gave me the skills. He gave me the business sense. Without him, I would be nothing. Everybody says, I don't know how you do it. Without him, I would be nothing. Understand that. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. So what I want to say about that is, man, the internet has given us the chance to be rude and call it love. Whew. Oh my gosh. Because we can sit behind a keyboard and do it without fear of anything happening, right? Fear of any consequences. We can make new profiles over and over and over and over and over and make somebody's life horrible and call it love. And that's what I mean when I talk about people twisting Christianity, the word Christian, to their own purposes. Because people do that. They will say, I love you, but I'm going to tell you this. I love you, but I'm going to be rude. Now, let me tell you something else about that. Being rude is basically saying, I'm going to say whatever I want to you without caring about your feelings. There is the other side. Having love for someone and being honest with them about how you feel, about the things that maybe they are doing or the things that they have done to you. Being honest and open with your feelings and letting stuff process, that's different, okay? You don't have to be rude when you are honest with somebody. You can just state the facts. This is how I feel about this, and this is why. And that's more than okay in my book, because we need to have open and honest communication that comes from love, from our hearts, but not letting people at the same time walk all over us, if that makes sense. So we need to have that open and honest communication. We need to not be scared to tell people how we feel about things and why, but it can be done in a loving manner. It doesn't have to be done in a manner that says, I am going to be, what does it say? Anger, it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. It does not have to be done in a manner where we're saying, well, you did this and you did this and you did this and you did this. I feel slighted because, I feel upset because, I feel sad because. And your feelings do matter. But being rude because you're angry, being rude because you're sad, those things are not kind. Those things are not loving. Being honest, after you have had time to think about it, after you have had time to pray about it and ask God to help you see from the other person's point of view, being honest at that point is not bad. So don't let people make you feel like your feelings do not matter. They do matter. And you should be able to voice them in a way that helps other people know what they are, that helps other people see them without there being any rudeness or ugliness about it. Okay? Okay. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. Look, love is hard. We feel like as moms, as people, we should be born with this innate ability to love everybody, especially our children. Especially our children. I should be born with this innate ability to love them. Where is that sometimes, And the thing about it is, love is work. Love is work in marriage. Love is work in being a mother. Love is work in having friends. Love is work in everything, because you have to compromise. You have to be willing to have open and honest communication. You have to be willing to see things from the other person's side of you, to be compassionate, to take a step back and say, maybe I did the wrong thing here. Maybe I need to see something from a different point of view. Hi, Mandy. Good morning. Love has been skewed in our world now. If you don't love me, now it seems like if you don't agree with the person, you don't love them. And that's just not true. That's not how love works. Love is not the kind of thing that just lays down and says, okay, walk all over me. Okay, do whatever you want. If you disagree with the point of view that I have, you don't love me. If you don't approve of the actions that I am taking, you don't love me. And let me tell you what, being the daughter of someone who is addicted to something, that was very, very, very evident in my life, that if you don't agree with the things that I do or the people that I hang around with or the things that I want to do, then you don't love me, and I'm literally going to take away everything that you have from this side of the family that I can. That was very evident in that part of my life. The kind of love that people have now, the love where we just accept everything that everybody does, no matter if it's hurting them, if it's hurting somebody else, if it's going to hurt, whatever it is, whether it's bad or good, we have to love them in a way that says we agree with everything they do. If we don't, then people walk away. Well, you don't agree with me, so I can't be friends with you. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not say love agrees with every single thing every person does in this world. We are all different. We all have different beliefs. We all have different things that we want to do with our lives, that God has planned for us. And we are not meant to fight about every single thing. And we are not meant to comment on every single thing. And we are not meant to argue over all of the different beliefs that we have in this world. We are meant to love one another regardless. Not judge, Judging is not our thing. God does the judging. We love. Whether we love from a distance through prayer, whether we love close up through prayer and a relationship, whatever it looks like, we are meant to love. So if somebody is doing something in your life right now and they're mad at you because you don't agree with them and they say, well, you don't love me, understand their vision of love is skewed. You continue to love them. You continue to do the things that Christ has called you to do through love for them. One day they will see it. It might not be until way later, but one day they will see it. I promise. You don't know how, you don't know when, but one day. So, continue to love. I love you guys. I'm glad you're here. I hope you have a great day. I'm very proud of you.